Peace and blessings. This is Asa Khalif back on the scene again. I'm here for a public service announcement. Do not vote for former Judge Patrick Dugan, who is running for the district attorney's office. I'm here to let you know, as a longtime activist, this man is dangerous. If you remember the days of Lynn Abraham, I guarantee you do not want this man in office whatsoever. I also really want to remind you all of the Ada Guzman case. Ada Guzman was a Puerto Rican Latina woman who was punched by then police officer before he lost his job and was reinstated, Officer Jonesy, who punched her in the face. It was national. It went international, the violent attack against Ada Guzman. And guess who was the judge presiding over that case? Yes, you had it right. You guessed it right. Patrick Dugan. Patrick Dugan, who should have recused himself from that case because his wife was a police officer who was also in the courtroom with a bunch of 100 other cops who flooded the courtroom that day to intimidate the victim, Ada Guzman, and support the violent police officer. Long story short, Judge Dugan did exactly what Lynn Abraham and her stable people would do, acquitted the police officer. In fact, acquitted him within 2 days, despite the fact that there was video that you can still pull up of the violent attack against Ada Guzman, who happened to be about at least 5 foot, if that. So you had a chance, former Judge Patrick Dugan, to be a reformer, and you chose not to. You chose to do exactly what you have always done, and that looked the other way and blame those who are trying to do things that are correct. Your criticism of Larry Krasner is unfounded. You had a chance to be a reformer, and you dropped the ball by turning a blind eye to a violent cop who was reinstated. If you want to find out the case, Ada Guzman, look it up for yourself and see the judge had a chance to make a change and chose not to do that. Chose to do exactly what he was supposed to do, and that was to be a coward and allow a violent cop back on the force. So I'm here to let you know, Patrick Dugan, if you want to go back to the days of Lynn Abraham, then you go ahead and vote for this sucker. But if you want to continue with reform and holding everyone accountable, including police, then you cast your vote for Larry Krasner. Those are the only two choices, and that's the only wise choice that I see in this scenario. Patrick Dugan, former Judge Patrick Dugan, you are an undercover Republican. That's what you are. And you are someone who could never be unbiased when it comes to law enforcement and their violent, horrible ways when they commit that type of violence against people of color and regular folks. You don't want to go back to the past. If you want Lynn Abraham, vote for Judge Dugan. If you want reform, you already know who to vote for. And it's certainly not former Judge Patrick Dugan. I'm Asa Khalif. I'll see you in the streets. Peace and blessings. Don't forget to vote.